What's up, y'all? We back at it with Chainsaw Chapter 204. Hey, look, man. Some of y'all predicted this, and yo, shout out to you guys. I did not think that would be the case, but a lot of y'all predicted who this fake Chainsaw Man was, and you guys were right, man. I seen it in the comments. I was like, nah, I don't think so. But it turned out you guys were right, man. We about to get right into this chapter. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell. This ending was just unexpected. Unexpected, if you ask me. Also, give y'all the heads up because you know how Viz and them be playing with us when it comes to the release dates of these Chainsaw Man chapters. There will not be a chapter next week. According to Manga Plus, there will not be a chapter next week. It will be the following week after that. So 14 days before we get the next chapter. And it's crazy we get a banging chapter like this just for us to have to wait 2 weeks for the next chapter. That ending was insane. Like, I got to see what happens. But you have it where the chapter starts off. You got Ansa, well, not Ansa, you got Yoru and Denji. You know, they're falling, the building's being broken apart thanks to the the fallen devil. And you got it where Yoru says, like, yo, this building is in ruins. Other words, it doesn't belong to anyone, which means it's mine. And you see her use her ability once again, and she says, my building sword, and she turns the entire building into a blade, a sword. And I'm not gonna lie, the design of the blade is dope. I always thought her power in general was fascinating. Like, anything that's hers, she can claim it and change it into a weapon, and the stronger the bond it is with her, that she has with it, with the object, the more powerful the weapon is. I always like that concept, and the fact that she can use it on people as well, living things, like, that's insane to me. So I always love that ability. Let me know how y'all feel about Yoru's ability. But anyway, you got it where she's falling, she's holding the sword, and Denji catches her. You know, it shows how much he really does care for her. You know, he could have just let her fall to the ground and that would have been the end of it, but he chooses to catch her, and you know, he lands on his feet. The impact looked like it hurt, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. But you got it where Yoru looks in the air, she says, that's her, that's the fallen devil. I'm strong enough to kill her now too. Meaning your girl Yoru, she wants some get back from what happened the last time she encountered the fallen devil, and they were pretty much just fleeing for their lives. She's like, yo, I'm strong enough to box with you, so we about to throw them damn hands. And I like the fact that you got her just taking off running on Denji, like, I'll be back. Like, she just takes off running. She looks at Denji and says, like, yo, if you're not done with that phony Chainsaw Man by time I get back, I'm gonna finish him off the way I want to. And we already know the way Yoru wants to finish him off is where no one survives. Like, yo, the dude would straight be erased from this world. That's the way that Yoru wants to do it. But she runs off, and you got it, as she gets further and further away, Denji is looking, and Denji's thinking to himself that he has no choice. He has to take down this Chainsaw Man as quick as possible before Yoru get back and just eliminate everybody. Like, there will be nobody safe. But of course, you got it what Denji says, like, hey man, look, I'll let you live if you just let the people free. Like, you show Denji showing compassion towards his enemy, which is something I feel like we don't see too often in Chainsaw Man. Everybody seems a bit ruthless in this series. But you got Denji saying, like, yo, I'll cut you some slack, let the people free, man. What about it, man? Because you're weak, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're not strong enough to beat me. You're just swinging your huge arms around, and the only hit you managed to get is because I was hesitating due to the people you have trapped in your body. Which, I mean, it's facts. It's straight facts. Denji's he's saying straight facts. But of course, you got it where this fake Chainsaw Man doesn't want to listen. He goes on and start attacking. And of course, Denji said, all right, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to cross the street on red light. Of course, this guy was crossing the street to attack Denji. Denji instantly takes off the head of this guy, which means Denji was taking it easy on this guy in the previous chapter if he was able to just behead him that quickly. But of course, the body is still trying to attack Denji, and Denji goes straight down the middle. He cuts all the way down to this guy's heart, rip him in half. I'm not gonna lie, this part does look a little gruesome. He rips him in half, and you just see the bodies of everybody, like, you know, detaching from the fake Chainsaw Man's body. You got it where all these people are like, yo, we are turned back, we're turned back. You know, you got one person who realized, like, yo, my clothes is missing, or the female realized that. And then you got it where one person says it hurts, call the ambulance, please, you know, it hurts. And you got one person saying, thank goodness. Everyone's smiling. They're all happy that they managed to survive. And then you have it where Chainsaw Man is standing there with the bloods and guts of, you know what I'm saying, the fake Chainsaw Man, saying like, man, good thing that video game stuff worked, right? And it's crazy because this was a moment for these people to show, you know, their appreciation that Denji did everything he could to save them. Like this, if I was Denji in this moment, that would have made me a little upset. I would have been a little hurt that these people didn't even take the time to thank me for helping them. Now, maybe they'll come to their senses and say, you know, thank you, like to the, you know, let's just say the news or a paper stand or something like that, you know, but the fact that they didn't actually help tell the person thank you that's right in front of them that saved their lives, it's just, I feel like that's kind of messed up. But of course, these people freaked out. But then again, I guess the blood and guts may freak you out. Let me know how y'all would have reacted if you were those people who just got saved. But they see all the bloods and guts on Chainsaw Man and they start running off in the opposite direction, saying like, yo, call the ambulance. You know, they don't even care that they naked anymore. And of course, you got it where Denji's just looking at them run off. He was like, oh, it is what it is. Meaning that he ain't let it get to him, but maybe deep down it did get to him and he just didn't reveal it. And then you hear a voice saying, you really are strong, Chainsaw Man. He turns around and it's no other than the Fire Devil. And you have it where she says, I'm pleased to meet you. Now, a lot of y'all call this out. Shout out to you guys. I want to say, what was the last time we actually seen the fire? I want to say, was it chapter 98 with Justice Man as well? It's been a while. I might be wrong on the chapter number. I know they did mention it around chapter 146, but I want to say chapter 98 was when we first got introduced to the Fire Devil. I was about to say Fireman. But anyway, you have it where Denji is looking like, who are you? Do you want to fight me too? And then, you know, the Fire Devil says, I merely have questions to ask. I'm very curious, what are these questions? And then the Fire Devil goes to say, I was inside him the entire time. Do you remember this guy's face? Now, I can't recall who this person is. Honestly, I don't think it was the face that was cut in half. I don't think that's the case. I think this is someone else completely, because it looked like his head is whole, and the head that was on Denji's body after he ripped through fake Chainsaw Man was half a face. But I could be wrong. It could be the half a face. But I don't know who this could be. My guess is it might even be the girl. Well, no, he said he was in his body the entire time, him as in a male. So I'm not sure who this person could be. Maybe we'll find out in a future chapter. Let me know down below, who do you think this mysterious person was that the Flame Devil was hiding within? And I'm very curious, when the Death Devil devoured, you know, the fake Chainsaw Man and placed them under her control, is that same control affecting this Fire Devil, or is this Fire Devil free from that control? I'm very curious about that. There's a lot of questions when it comes to this chapter, but all in all, man, enjoyed it from start to finish. Let me know y'all thoughts on it, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.